The rise of the East India Company. Our story begins in the year 1600, when the East India Company was founded in England. It was a joint stock company owned by 125 shareholders, who together raised $70,000, a huge sum at the time. Their mission? To trade valuable spices and goods from the fabled Spice Islands of Southeast Asia. The company's first voyage set sail to Indonesia, where English traders built their first factories alongside the Spanish and Portuguese. But competition was fierce. The Dutch East India Company, better armed and better organized, soon dominated the region, pushing the English out of the spice trade. Looking for a new opportunity, the British merchants turned their eyes toward India, a land rich in spices, textiles, and precious resources. In 1608, East India Company ships landed at Surat, on India's western coast. At the time, the country was ruled by the Mughal Empire, one of the most powerful in the world, with a vast army of 4 million soldiers. The English knew they couldn't fight such a force, so they tried diplomacy. Captain William Hawkins, representing the company, journeyed to Agra, the Mughal capital, to meet Emperor Jahangir and request permission to trade. But Jahangir refused. The Portuguese already enjoyed good relations with the Mughal court, and the English had nothing better to offer. Despite this setback, the company didn't give up. In 1611, they successfully established their first permanent trading post, or factory, at Masulipatam on India's east coast. A year later, they defeated the Portuguese at the Battle of Swali, weakening Portuguese influence and securing their place in India. Encouraged by success, the company sought royal support. In 1615, King James I sent Sir Thomas Roe as England's ambassador to Emperor Jahangir. Unlike Hawkins, Roe impressed the emperor with lavish gifts and diplomacy. Jahangir granted the English permission to trade freely and build more factories in his empire. This marked the true beginning of British power in India. Over the next few decades, the East India Company established new factories in Surat, Madras, Bombay, Agra, and Patna. Profits soared from trade in cotton, silk, indigo, saltpeter, and opium. These trading centers grew into bustling cities, and the company's influence spread across the subcontinent. But trade was only the beginning. As the company's wealth and power grew, so did its ambition, turning merchants into rulers and traders into empire builders. The story of the East India Company was no longer just about commerce. It was the beginning of British rule in India,